Welcome to the second video in the series of PHP, HTML5, and that other stuff. Okay, anyway, here I am I'm on my server, and this is my cPanel on my server. And don't worry about it, I'll show you in future videos how you can set up your own cPanel, how you get a host provider, and that kind of stuff. And I'm going to scroll down here, and we're going to go into the file manager, and I'm going to create a PHP file. And this just asks me what directory do I want. I take the default, so I just press go here. And when I do that, I see the only thing I have on my server now for this particular site is just this folder, and I'm not going to worry about that folder. What I want to do now is I want to go and create a new file, and I click on this and it says what's the file name. Well, I'm going to call the file example .php. I'm giving it the extension PHP. Okay, I'm not giving it the extension HTML. And all I'm going to do is create the new file. Now, there's the file, example PHP. What's important about this is that if I click on it and I go to edit it, which I'm going to do, I click on it and it says, do you want to edit it, blah, 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 and I say, yeah, I'll just go ahead, take the default values. What I have here now is a simple text editor. That's it. And I'm going to create this PHP in a simple text editor. And when I do that, I start with a less than sign and a question mark. That tells the browser that this is going to be PHP code. PHP code is going to end when I do this, when I do a question mark with a greater than sign. I'm sorry, this is a less than sign up here with a question mark. This is a question mark, a greater than sign. Anything in here is going to be PHP code. Anything outside of this is going to be HTML. Like, for example, I can just do this. I can put H1 here, and I can put hello world, like that, and just like that, and just have it this way. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a formula in here. I'm going to add two numbers and make believe it's some kind of super duper secret code. I'm going to have a variable, and the variable, I don't have to declare what data type is. All variables in PHP start with a $sign. So I'm going to have $x, and I'm going to have that equal to 4, and I need to end it with a semicolon. I'm going to come down here. Now the indentation, that's up to you if you want to use indentation. I like to use it because it makes it easier for me. I'm going to have another variable, y, and I'm going to make that equal to 2 and put a semicolon here. And then I'm going to have another variable that's going to be called answer. There, capital A, A-N-S-W-E-R. And the answer is going to be equal to $x plus $y with a semicolon. All right. So what I should get for an answer is what? 6. Okay. So I'm just going to come up here, clear this out. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to come down here and put the answer is, and I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to put a less than sign and a question mark. That means PHP code is to follow, an equal sign, which means I want the value of something, and I want the value of answer, A-N-S-W-E-R. Put a space there, a question mark, and a greater than sign. Okay, that's all I'm doing. I'm just doing that. Okay. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and save the changes, and I'm going to close this. And there's my example.php. Okay, so the next thing for me to do is to go and see what this looks like through the browser. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come in here. Let me bring this down so you can see it better. And I'm going to go to it's phpcryware.net. Okay, and I'm going to hit the enter key. And wait, I can't do that yet. /example.php. Let's see what my PHP file looks like through the browser. And there it is. It says hello world. The answer is 6. Let's look at the source code here. I'm going to look at the source code, view the page source. What do I see? Hello world. The answer is 6. Do you see any PHP code there at all? Absolutely not. Remember, this is where we had the PHP variable $answer. It's not there anymore. It now has the answer. So you might say, my gosh, what's happening here? Well, here's what happens. I'm going to come back here to the file manager. When the server sees an extension .php, it says, wait a minute, I need to do some computing. And what it's going to do is going to go inside this folder, and it's going to look for, you must select a file. Okay, I thought I did. Let me select this guy right here. I'm going to edit it. We're going to look at it. And yeah, I'm going to edit it. Okay. It looks inside the file first if it sees the extension PHP, and it looks for the less than sign with a question mark. If it sees that, then it says, oh, this is stuff I've got to compute. And then when it sees the question mark with the greater than sign, it says, oh, I stopped computing it. This stuff is never sent to the client. Never. The client never gets this. That's great because you can have all kinds of super code here. The client will never see it. Now the server looks at it and says, oh, this is HTML stuff. This is HTML stuff. But whoop, here again, here's some more PHP stuff, and it wants displayed the value of $answer. This up here, and that's what I'm going to do. So when I came over here and we got it, that's what we got. So hopefully you got a pretty good idea of how PHP works. It's just done in a simple text editor, no rocket science about it. You need to have a host provider that has something like a cPanel, like for example we have here. But we'll have some opportunities to get reasonable host providers, and you want to get a host provider that does have a cPanel or something like that that's easy to use. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you for watching.